No mai, haere mai, kia ora, folks. We're here in Mighty Manawatu, Palmerston North Boys High School, the breeding ground of champions. I'd like to introduce you to a couple of key people here today. Sideline, we've got Jimmy Stewart, captain of rural industry. We've got the mayor, he's running the show here, so Grant Smith. And we've got Grant Mitchell, who's going to deliver a karakia. Over to you, Grant.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Tūtawa mai I runga, tūtawa arongai, tūtawa mai I raro, tūtawa mai I roto, tūtawa mai I waho. Ki atou ai te mauri tū, te mauri ora ki te katoa, humie, tā ki.
Kia ora, Grant. Look, we're just going to run through the teams here as they assemble. We're just waiting for Hastings Boys High to run out onto the field here today in the red and black against the all-conquering local Palmerston North Boys High School side. So here we go. In the front row for Palmerston North Boys High School, we've got Sione, Taloa, and we've got Kasna Sali in the hooker, Cruzeoni at 3. In the locking department, Clark Sutcliffe and Bradley Tocker. Watch this guy run too. He's a sprint champion, number 5. Viliami Rongakia Tupo at 6. Alex Palazzo, the skipper, and the boot of the scrum at 8. 7, Jack Kincaid. Cooper Fennell, 9 halfback. Jamie Vilgian, watch this guy too. Ryder Croswell, solid in the midfield. Tavita Whakaho, tackles, stiff shoulders, 14, Himaya Sua. And then Joe Ratcliffe, watch this guy fly too. And Hunter Kennedy, he's got Christian Cullen type skills. And then we've got 16, TJ Wallace, Manasi Tamahuni, Jack Trotter, just Tristan Chambers, Henry Speedy, Bailey Natai Crib, Mini Sirawali, Hastings.
Right, Hastings. Sorry about the hold up there. We've got number 1, I suppose, 2, Barco, 3, Tafu. Sorry, I can't quite see these.
3, Tahu, there we go. Nehemiah Lauvau at 4, Eli Southwick at 5, Reed Pagway at 6, Miti Manasi at 8, Panapa Peter at 7, Mike Brown, there we go, number 9, 10, Tana Famuina, 12, Panapa Lambert, 13, Triumph Voice, what a great name, 14, Reef Robinson, 11, John Lemico, and Walter Carver at 15. Run through the reserves, Jimmy.
Sorry about that. Very small writing on my handout here. I can't see that, Rod. You're going to have to.
You can't see that. Well, you're only 50 years young. Here we go, mate. 16, Elijah Tauhapi, Marshall Lane, Sorry, John Cooper, Marcus Leach, Philly Yuri Roberts. go, spine-tingling stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, Smithy, what are your thoughts on there, mate?
Well, 2 rousing harkers, wasn't it? Obviously, Hastings have come here to play, and what a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Fine for great footy.
91 or 2, it was beautiful one day and perfect the next. Look, we've got a slight little zephyr of a breeze looking at us from left to right, so it looks as though the hosts here, Palmerston Boys, have elected to play into that in the first half and stand by as we await kick-off. But look, just in terms of a form guide, Hastings had a good victory over Fielding Ag High recently, so they are going to be a stern test for the locals who...
It's always a derby match too, Rod. This Hastings always come here really primed. This will be certainly one for the books.
Here we go. Grassroots, running footy. Good track, as Jimmy. You being a specialist in good soils and grass and what have you. Happy with the track?
Ground conditions are perfect here today. Nice and dry. Good footing. It should make for some fast running rugby. So we've got Sam Cooper out in the middle reefing today. So good to see a good reef out here today.
Yeah, he's also a quality banker too. Let's keep him on the books, eh? Right. Okay. Here we go. Hastings.
Interest rates in check, Rod.
Hastings looks as though we've got Tana Fawina. They're 10. Looking to. Here we go. Underweight. Kicks deep. Here we go, and a slight sort of a knock on there on the get-go, and look, there's some certain feeling being on display straight from the get-go here.
Yeah, Grant called it. It's always a bit of a dirty match, this one. So we get straight into it. Derby match.
I think you said derby.
I heard dirty. So anyway,
Derby,
I was wondering what he was talking about.
Derby, there we go. So there we go, a penalty there awarded to the visitors, Hastings, as they make a decision. And hang on, looks like the ref's having a couple of words of wisdom to the local skipper, Alex Palazzo. Oh, and there is
straight up with a yellow card.
Straight into the bin.
Is that the...
Into the naughty chair, I think. Who was that? Tavita Whakahau, 13, just gone to reflect on his behaviour for a few minutes. And here we go. So the visitors elected to go for the attacking scrum midfield. Great position here to launch.
Absolutely is. All off an error. But obviously a bit of heat in the game as well, early on.
Here we go, Mike Brown to feed the scrum. It's a good shove there. Comes back there. Hastings looking to skip pass out wide, but it didn't go to man. Went to land. Here we go. 10 sort of counter-attacking. Slight bit high there on the tackle. Hastings been awarded another penalty. Palmy boys will be looking to tighten up on the discipline, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. Hastings elected for the kick, I think.
Yeah.
Second bottom left-hand corner. Here we go. So Hastings looking to take the points, convert pressure into points, and there we go. 3-0 here. The kick successful. Congratulations to Tana Fawina there. 1 from 1.
So Rod, Boys High would probably be quite happy to get out of that for just 3. Looked a bit more ominous than that.
Yes, certainly not the ideal start, but here we go. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, isn't it? So
14
here we go.
against 15 too.
Jamie Viljoen, short, nice and high. Bradley Tockett takes it a good take there. The locals looking to recycle the pill. Fernell, zippy pass out to Viljoen, skip pass to, here we go. Jamie Viljoen at the back, Hunter Kennedy, watch this guy go. Good tackling there, and looks like a bit of offside there from Hastings. Palmerston North Boys High looking to kick for touch here. Penalty midway, 22, 10 metre. Finding touch, right-hand side. All right, what's going to happen here in the line-out, Grant? Short, middle or long? What you call, mate?
I think that they'll go to the middle and try and drive it from here. They're about 10, 11 metres out, and they'll just try to drive it over. It's a good opportunity for Palmerston North to make a statement in the forwards, seeing as it is 8 on 8 in there.
Here we go, good call, good call. You did call it there, Grant.
And it's been collapsed by Hastings. The ref's got his arm out there for advantage.
Playing advantage. Hunter Kennedy going it, slippery. Almost got through there. Still playing advantage. Here we go. Flicking out the other side there, numbers. Here we go. Sione Toloa looking a little bit of nifty footwork there for a front rower. Spinning left. Ball and man at the same time with Hunter Kennedy. Joe Ratcliffe taken care of there by his opposite.
I think Palmerston North need to take a little bit more of a direct route here. They're just sort of going side to side.
So here we go, bit of lateral work as you said there, Grant. Hunter Kennedy going all the way back for the advantage, original advantage. Gee, they play a decent advantage nowadays, don't they?
They do. They do.
Well, quick
they've
tip,
gone quick.
quick tip, right across. Well,
They've lost it.
again,
Hastings have gained it.
didn't quite go to plan there. So defensive exit for the visitors. And it goes under pressure. Yeah, stiff breeze there.
That's not a bad.
Using the
It's not a
using
bad
the wind
punt, is
there.
it?
It's a good nudge. Good nudge there from Tana Famuina, the general for Hastings Boys High.
So Rod, Palmy actually looked like they had a little bit of momentum going there. This will be interesting, this throw.
Into the front. Messi there. Hastings though in possession. Now through the chain. One of the big boys cutting it up the guts. Oh goodness gracious me, I don't know what happened there, but the 11 just pilfered. He was like a thief in the night, and man, he's looking to outrun Hunter Kennedy, and he almost gets there, and I think he did get there. The arm goes up. Piro, that means try, and well played, John Lemeko. Wow. That was a cunning piece of pilfering, and yeah, Hastings had the ball. It looked like a messy sort of more midway really, on halfway, and next minute, yeah, the 11 winger showed a clean pair of heels and just got at the outside of Hunter Kennedy, and try time in the left-hand corner. These are the kicks you live and breathe for, though, as a 10. So Tana Famuina's got a testy one on this left-hand sideline.
Yeah, Rod, you're right. That was a shot out of the blue right down the middle, but then backed himself into the corner. And did very well.
Well, Hastings pretty chuffed with the start.
Absolutely.
8-0 kick to come. Conversion. Tana Famuina, a handy lefty. Comes in, good strike. Just short and to the right. So Yeah, good effort there. So score stands 8-0 in favour of the visitors. Hastings Boys High over Palmerston North Boys High School.
And I think Palmerston North, they just need to show a bit more atakawa, a bit more ball control, looking after it, particularly in that ruck and maul situation.
Hey, jump on this.
Yeah, well said here. So now kick-off, restart. Pretty messy. Slight knock-on by the visitors there. Palmy boys will be looking to profit from this opportunity. Sort of just inside the 10 metre. What's your call here, Grant? You think they're just going to send it out to the backs? What are your thoughts, mate?
I think they probably will. I'd like to see young Ryder Croswell hit it up in midfield and then set the play there and then perhaps bring it back to the blind side.
Okay. Another test for the Packs. What's going on here in the engine room, Grant? Can you walk us through? Us Packs is all a bit of a dark.
Well, Palmerston North
out,
are down a player, and as a result, they're just trying a little bit too hard. And I think they just need to settle down and just take a little bit more time and take a bit more control. They need to tee up the ball first and make sure that they win that, and then they can get it out wide.
Beautiful. Here we go. Cooper Fennell. Sort of a great jockey. Here we go. And it goes to the scrum. All pedaling backwards though. Here we go. Does come out though. Cooper Fennell under all kinds of pressure though. And doing well on the retreat. Still in possession here. The locals, Palmy boys. Carling out, and there we go. Looks as though they had some good D there. Trying to pilfer.
I'd have to disagree with the referee on that one there. Sorry, Rod. I think the Hastings player was involved in the tackle and he didn't release the player before he attacked the ball. That's happened right in front of us, so we're in a good position to see that.
Well, that's right. I mean, nobody's perfect, but yeah, you're right. So there we go.
Two referees here, but that's fine.
Two referees and about 400 cheerleaders. Tana Whamawena, nice little left-hand touch.
That breeze is starting to get up a bit, Rob.
Yeah, sort of in between a gentle breeze and a zephyr, isn't it? Just. So here we go. Hastings to throw here for an attacking line out just inside the 10 metre red zone. Palmerston North Boys territory. Oh, out to the back there. Right. And there we go. The hooker for Palmy, Kersner Saleh. No nonsense approach up the guts. Viljoen looking to find a little bit of a hole there, and out comes Fennell. See the big boys on the backs too. And here we go. Bradley Tocker. He's got some wheels. Gets it away to Joe Ratcliffe. With not a lot of room to move. Did well to keep the ball in play. Now through the chain. Out to Kennedy coming in. Some good D there in the midfield by the visitors. That's Panapa Lambert. Triumph voice. Some great shoulder work there. Most of the Boys High still in possession. Cooper Fennell, man and ball at the same time. Not making a lot of headway there. 15 for Walter Carver for Hastings. Carves it right back up. Now it comes through the chain for the visitors. Panapa Lambert. He's got the strapping in the headgear, and he looks a player potential too. Here we go. See the cultured left boot of Tana Whamawena. Here we go. Didn't quite find touch. Hunter Kennedy looking to counter-attack up the guts, and he's been allowed to run a wee bit, this young man, and he's an absolute flyer. Here we go. Cooper Fennell out to the back chain here. A couple of misses.
Bradley Tocker. Just looking to recycle possession here. Not making a lot of headway though, are we? He's back on.
So back to 15 men again. So that'll, what are we, 8-0?
8-0.
So, and into a heavy wind for Army.
And I think that's just a heavy breeze too. That didn't...
Example of that wind there, Rod.
Some good D. Clark Sutcliffe there for the locals.
No, he didn't, and straight into the traffic as they reload, go out to the left. This ball's flowing side to side, and a good run there. Is that the winger out there?
Yeah,
we're on the other side.
A try scorer.
Try score. He's having a good game.
And there we go. Another penalty awarded to the visitors.
So the home team will need to keep their discipline up now, won't they? Going for the corner, so attacking line out. It's a line out, isn't it, Grant?
It is, Jimmy. I'm glad you picked that up.
What's happening here with the line out, Mr. Mitchell?
Again, after the last Hastings throw, I think they'll throw it a bit shorter this time. That wind is picking up, and it's at the back of Hastings. And there we go. They've thrown it into the middle. They're driving it up. It's come out the back.
Who the heck is running there? Jeepers, it's the hooker. Lockie Varco. A great run there from Hastings Boys. Number 2. He's looking for some more work too. Very industrious. And there we go, an attacking penalty, 5 metre out, centre field. This is position A, boys. Going for the quick tap. Shifting it out, double miss to the right-hand winger, Reef Robinson. Cracks it inside, and 15. Great try there from Walter Carver on the cutback, and Hastings certainly deserving of the lead this stage.
Yes,
so
there was just a mismatch out wide. Palmerston Boys didn't get their numbers in time, and Hastings just managed to take that one man over advantage and score.
So 13 points to Hastings over Palmerston Boys High, 0 with the kick to come. So again, it's one of those testing conversions that every kicker loves to challenge themselves. So Tana Famawina, he's looked a very composed player.
He is. He's the general of that back line for Hastings. So try scorer is number 15, Rod?
15, that's right.
Walter Carver.
Walter Carver. Living up to his name. He carved through there like a knife through butter, and he's got a meat pie to show for it. So well done, Walter. Yeah, lovely beat there. Tana Farmwinter. Conversion successful. So 15. That's it.
15-1-5. Hastings. Palmerston Boys High 0.
A few more smiles on the dials here with the visitors, of course. 15-0 up over the hosts. Some work to do.
Yeah, 15 points into a headwind, and with a man down for 10 minutes, they need to get score next, though.
That's what I love about you, Jimmy, mate. You always see the positive and you're constructive, you're optimistic, and that's why you're a captain. Thanks, mate. Here we go.
So do we take the points now or not?
I think they just need to continue channeling your positivity, Jimmy.
There we go. From words of wisdom from Mr. Mitchell. Into the corner, and what do? Into the corner.
Yeah. He's an absolute professor.
He is, and now he's going to tell us what's going to happen next.
Yeah. This is brilliant. I love it.
I think, again, Palmerston will throw it either to the front or the middle, and then they'll drive it on from there. They've got they've got their, it's a shortened line out. Here it goes
to the two.
It's a dummy play there, and they're driving it up through the hooker.
Kazla Sale. Yeah, good take from Viliami Ronga Kia Tupou 6. Now, a bit of patience here shown by the hosts. Just nudging their way up.
Hastings have put in a couple of great Rutu haka.
Switch play there. Tavita Whakahau just setting up for his forwards again. Pick and go around the edges.
Palmerston are keeping it nice and tight. Keeping it going forward.
Yeah, just simplifying things here for a bit. Oh, there we go. The big pass, the big Hail Mary over to Joe Ratcliffe. Did well to pull that down. Oh, looks the...
come out on the Hastings side somehow.
Stolen by the visitors. And infringement from Palmerston Boys High there. So relieving penalty.
Whanafifi to Hastings Boys.
Yeah, Hastings have been quite good at turning that ball over, haven't they, Rod? And they've capitalised here with the penalty, and they'll get the territory as well, although that's not out. Big deep kick back to the fullback.
Yeah, Hunter Kennedy.
See how they can bring this back. The back three are dangerous.
They are dangerous. You're quite right. There we go.
Nice kick in the corner.
Yeah, right across all.
Fullback unleashes another big kick, and he's using that wind. So a neat gain to Hastings there.
Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. Some cultured boots here. Walter Carver there, big right footer, as you say, and the skipper, or not the skipper, the general, Mike Brown and Tana Famuina looking some good kicking jewels here. Throw to the back by the locals, and it comes through the backs, looking to
overlap.
Some pass, Joseph.
So here comes the winger.
There we go. Good tackle there. Panava Lambert stopped that attacking play. Palmy Boys still in possession.
Making some good ground here as they come up to the halfway line.
Find some gaps.
Reload back to the left.
Good run there from Tavita. Out it comes again. Oh, some real passes under pressure. Right across, all did well there. Ball and man.
Three-man overlap out the side at one point here, but
there we go. That was the tackle.
Just held on a little bit long.
Yeah.
Here they go again. Quick tap. He's the strong running fullback.
Shout! Wait, boys here, free, pull the boys!
Yeah, kind of feel Palmy Boys will be looking to score next here to stem the tide. Bit of force back going on here.
Come forward!
Right across wall, here we go, looking to cart it back up there. Hunter Kennedy outside him. Yep, nice little pass. Hunter Kennedy takes it up. Recycle. Defence looking pretty solid here for the visitors, and there we go. What happened there, Jimmy?
Yeah, just got caught with it, and Hastings, as we were saying, they've been all over those rucks, getting into stealing a lot of that ball. So
yeah, they're certainly managing to shut down that momentum, aren't they? And they are spoiling, as you say, spoiling well when it comes to those, sort of tackle area, the breakdown area. Right, attacking line out just outside the midway 22 and 10 metre line for Hastings.
So attacking throw here, Rod.
Yeah, a little bit overthrow there, and Palmerston Boys have come with the ball, the hooker. Good take off the back there. Out it goes through the back line. Roswell skipping past there. Whakaho. No nonsense. The guts. Gee, they're giving the ball plenty of width and some air. There's the numbers. Let it go. Let it go. Oh. That was fortunate. Boys High still in possession here. Palmy boys. Whoop. Whoop. Hang on. Taka Hastings player there couldn't quite get himself out of the way there.
No, Rod, he was he got himself trapped, but he was well trapped too by Palmy boys.
As Bill Kieran kicks it down to about 30 metres out from the Hastings try line. Let's see what Palmerston North do here. They've had a couple of different plays on their line on their last two lineouts. But the ball stolen by Hastings.
There we go, some good hooker on hooker action there, boys. No love lost. Here we go, the up and under the Gary Owen. Who's under these? Who's calling? Oh, there was a little bit of a timing issue there. Jump before the ball landed. Oh, 13 for Hastings. Must have been a slight knock on there, coming back for the advantage there. Palmy Boys High got out of jail there. Looking for a scrum feed on halfway, midway.
Yep, and this nonoke to Palmerston North is going to be very important. They just need to have a steady scrum here so that they can set their back line away.
Yes, I want to introduce the C word, composure. I think we just need to see a little bit of that composure creeping into play today.
Yes, everything's a bit rushed.
Talking of C words, Cooper to feed the scrum. Furnell, and it goes. Oh, nice to be a tight head to the visitors. Okay, Sam, the man, the referee says no. We're coming back for another crack at that.
Yes, the ball just came out the same channel. It didn't actually get hooked back behind the prop's feet, so it's another put into Palmerston North. Although the referee has moved the scrum about 3 metres on to the, advanced it for Hastings.
Well, that's right. The chick's in the mail, isn't it, as they say. So, right, we've got Cooper Fennell again. Second time. Here we go. Scrum. Geez, scrum under pressure here. Hastings looking pretty strong. Here we go. Oh, messy Bill at the back there. Third time lucky. Gee, it's quite a technical thing in that forwards, isn't it? I had no real appreciation, Grant, until you explained what's going on here.
Yeah, well, and that was only lucky that there was a ringa whati there from one of the Hastings players, which actually knocked the ball on. Yeah, if that was rugby league, that would be play on because the ball hit the arm, not the arm hitting the ball.
I mean, this is just an amazing amount of forensics here, isn't it?
Interesting stuff from Mr. Mitchell. We're back into probably 5 metres back into the Palmerston North Boys High half.
Tell you what, if you give this long enough, the scrum will be under our sticks shortly. Here we go, infringement at the scrum. Here we go, quick tap by Palmy Boys. Out it goes to Viljoen, looking to quick Ante Kennedy. Joe Ratcliffe with not a space to move this week. Here we go, Cooper Fennell. Out it goes to Viljoen again. Out the chain, Croswell, big miss pass. Out to the skipper, Alex Palazzo. Rangy leg. Athletic moving up the guts. There we go. The big boys are going about their mahi. Do the mahi get the treats? Split play here. A lot of passing going on. Straight into their six and a good tackle. No passes.
Hastings a bit lucky there.
Bit of continuity needed here, boys. Palmerston still in possession. Here we go. Nehemiah Sua on the right hand. And a good tackle there from the opposite number there. Yeah, defence holding up well for Hastings.
Yeah, it is. It is. Relatively well organised, although there's a bit of a skirmish down here off the ball.
Yeah, looks as though the 10 from Hastings, who...
He's hurt himself.
Jeepers, I tell you what, he did a great hit there on the blindside flank on Palmy, Viliami. So it's good to see a 10 standing up to the forwards in the battle.
Sometimes a bit misguided, but...
Yes, he's sort of exercising that wrist of his. So, scrum feed to Hastings. Mike Brown.
10 metres into the Hastings.
And is it an even contest in those scrums at the moment, Grant?
There's a lot of skullduggery going on in the front rows there. You see the Palmerston number 1, who is Sione Talo. He was dragged down, and rightfully Hastings were penalised for it. It's one of these things, often referees haven't ever played in the forwards, let alone the front row. So it's a lottery, but he was right in that instant.
Well, that's right. You do need to be a special breed to qualify for the forwards, admittedly.
You only watched it from out in the backs, didn't you, Rod?
I certainly did.
The dark art of the forwards.
Stayed well away.
The front row. Well, it's virtually the same place again, isn't it? This time, Palmerston North Boys High feed.
Both teams are certainly playing with the enterprising spirit, giving the ball plenty of width. And
absolutely,
air.
they're definitely trying to run it.
We must be approaching half-time soon, fellas. So here we go, Cooper Fennell feeding the scrum. What's going on? No, it was too much time. Was that a time delay problem? And therefore, Hastings are having a defensive free kick opportunity.
Yes, so there Cooper Fennell didn't feel comfortable putting the ball in, and as a result Hastings were given the free kick. Hastings have now opted for a scrum of their own, so it's a very interesting decision that. Okay. I think a whana heirunga, an up and under from Hastings in that situation from that free kick, that would be in the cards today with the wind swirling. It could have put some real pressure on the Palmerston North back three.
Yes, good option here to the skipper. This passing. Beck's coming in and showing some good pace there. Great little kick in there from 14, and Nehemiah Sewer did well, but there was something. Looks like a no. Is that a no hands arms tackle or something?
Very much. No, they were actually offside there.
Offside, right. Offside. There we go. So Viljan just relieved some pressure here. Finds touch. Palmerston Boys High to throw. Just midway between halfway and their side of 10 metres. Right, short, middle or back line out option here, Mr. Mitchell.
This one's going to go to the middle.
Or the back.
It should have gone to the middle because it was thrown not straight down the back. The youth of today, they just don't understand. Back in our day, we knew the ball didn't go past number 4 in the line out when the wind was blowing like this.
Well, particularly when you were playing at 4, that's for sure.
When you're saying back in the day, a very important weekend, a special weekend, 40 years, is that right?
Yes.
That is correct. It's the 1984 First 15 reunion here this weekend. And you're very lucky to have 3 of those fine gentlemen in the commentary team today.
Wow, what an absolute pleasure it is here, and reconnecting with faces old and new. But anyway, meanwhile, there's a game of footy in front of us, and Hastings going for the scrum feed.
Whoa, he's broken through number 12.
Panapa Lambert finds a great hole there and makes 20 metres or so, and looking to recycle. Out it goes to the left to the try scorer. Looking very, very spirited here. Actually, the passing looks quite sharp and slick, I have to say.
Lambert's through again.
The locals. Switching play there. 15, Walter Carver. Quite an elusive, slippery character. Hastings, this is about fifth phase. They can give him the ball some room. 14, and a little pass out to 6. And he is going to go pretty close here. 9, Cooper Fennell, smallest chap on the field. Heart the size of a lion. Here we go, some big D needed from the locals to keep out Hastings. Approaching half time. Looking attempting to hold up the...
I think it's been dropped.
Well, if Palmy boys can escape the half without any further damage to the scoreline, they will be relieved. What's happening here? A penalty?
Yep.
Is that a penalty awarded to... Is that a defensive penalty?
No, it's a whānau whiwhi, drop out from the goal line.
Oh, nice.
The ball was held up over the line, and with today's rules, that's how it happens.
Okay. Lovely. There we go. Skip pass here. Walter Carver out to the left-hand try scorer. John Limako with 11. Good running here. Hastings still attacking just on the 22 metre. Left-hand touch. Number 8. He's looked pretty damn good all day too. Metu Manasi. Out here to the lock. He had ball and man. Thanks very much for coming. And ref playing advantage. Palmy boys looking to exit. Oh, a little grubber kick here. And knowing that advantage was in full swing. And that brings us to half-time, gentlemen. Well, Hastings Boys High leading the locals, Palmerston Boys High, 15 points to 0. The donut.
Probably a fair reflection, to be fair. And well done to Hastings. They've used the wind well, and their defence has been held up very well.
Yeah, and they've been very direct with their play too, from number 1 to 15 out there. Very clean hands out in the backs, some wraparounds in the back line, and creating space. So where Palmy boys probably a little bit rattled, it didn't help with a man down early on and up against the wind, I guess, and they just need a bit of composure. That C word, as Rod was talking about earlier on.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Mr. Mitchell, what are your thoughts?
Yes, I think Palmerston North just need to take a bit more of a direct route. At the moment, there's lots of balls out the back and things, and I just think that they need to straighten their lines of running up.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved with it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
sport is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Summer Tournament 2024 on Māori Active. Find us on YouTube.
No mai, haere mai. Jeepers, the stage is set for a rocking second half. And yeah, Hastings deserved first half chocolates over the locals, 15 points to 0. And Palmerston Boys High will be looking to profit from the breeze in the second half. Mr. Mitchell.
Yes, and I hope that the Palmerston boys actually play and use the wind to their advantage. Hastings, I don't think, did that. They only kicked 2 or 3 times, but when they did, it was well worth it in terms of advantage gained and metres and putting a bit more pressure on Palmerston North. So if we can turn that around, I think there'll be a good chance that Palmerston North will bring the game back to a parity.
Yes, stand by. Kia ora, Grant. Everything's cup pie here in mighty Manawatu. A magnificent spectacle in front of us from two very worthy traditional foes.
Yes, and Palmerston North are just about to timata at the start of the second half.
Kia ora, righty-ho. Jamie Viljoen to get us back underway in the second half. So what would the coaches be saying there in those little huddles there, half-time there, Grant?
I think the Hastings coaches would be saying, keep doing the same, keep the tackles going and drive over, because they've won the breakdown contest. Right,
good kick-off there from Jamie Viljoen, and it was an impressive take too, I have to say, from the visitors. Bundled out there in the far touch, but it looks as though we are going to have the line out. So Palmerston Boys High to throw.
There, and Hastings were driven out, and now we have a whakararangi to Palmerston North.
Short, middle or long here, Grant? You've been calling it all day long.
I'd like to think that they'd go to the front. But it's been spoiled a little bit by Hastings, but
yes,
the captain there.
A lovely throw to the front of the back.
Has managed to regain control.
Yeah, we come a missed pass that was missing everybody. I guess that's why they call it a missed pass, but ideally it would have gone to Hab anyway. The locals, great counter-attack here. Looking to profit there. Panapa Peta there, open side, going to ground, but recycling nicely. Out it goes to number 8, Netu Manasi. He's had a strong game. Mike Brown out to Famoina. Out to, is this hooker again? He's been busy all day. He's been an absolute positive pest. Great player, Lockie Varco. Out it goes Famoina. Gives it some width. Ball to Carver. Out to 13. Triumph Voice. Love that name. Triumph Voice. Marking one for the future. Here we go. Another penalty awarded to the visitors. Hastings. What happened there? What was the infringement, Mr.
I'm not sure, because the arm went up one way and then it swapped to the other.
Oh.
Penalty Hastings now. We had a little chat, Rod, at half time there with the ref, and certainly there's a bit of skullduggery going on in that front row, or front rows, I should say. So typical schoolboy rugby, trying to get one over the other.
Not unusual in those front rows. They used to say it was a game within a game, the front row. I don't know what game that they mean, but yes, there's a fair bit going on. Here we go, Tana Famoina. The general for Hastings finds the safety of touch.
It's not a bad kick into the wind too.
Yeah, solid showing from their visiting 10.
And it's a whakararangi to Hastings. Hopefully they've learnt from their earlier errors and they're not going to try and throw it too deep. There's some movement on the Palmerston North bench with number 22, Amani Sirawalu, looking as though he's going to come on shortly.
Yes, he's a Fijian flyer, this chap, so I imagine we'll see him come on the outside backs. Meanwhile, Hastings looking to attack and making some good ground just midway 22 goal line here in the red zone. Panapalambu shifts it out to Walter Carver, and he scores his second. Piro for Walter Carver.
Nice little skip pass there, Rod, to get number 15, Walter Carver, over.
Yeah, certainly have a well-oiled machine, this Hastings back line. In fact, the whole team, nice little balance to it. So that's another Piro to Walter Carver and Hastings. So they go up 20 points to 0. Hastings Boys High leading Palmerston Boys High with the kick to come.
Wallace. TJ Wallace looks like he's warming up, ready to come on.
TJ Wallace, yep. And I can see Henry Speedy, the reserve halfback, warming up his limbs too. So, yeah, looking for a bit of injection, a bit of X factor from the bench. And they do say it's a big squad game nowadays. So here we go, opportunities. Kick to come. Yep.
Wants to push it to the right here and let the ball come in. It was actually touched.
Yeah,
charge down, but
so Tana Famoina, he's impressed us. This fine young man didn't quite find the conversion successful, but good strike. Here we go. So back to Palmerston Boys High to get us underway. Not the ideal start to the locals.
No, you're absolutely right there, Rod. At least, I think Palmerston North, their Rutu just need to be a little bit more accurate, because the Hastings players are slipping off the tackle.
Okay, so it looks as though the replacement Mini Sirawalu has gone on for Davita Vakaho, and it looks as though Joe Ratcliffe might have slipped into centre and maybe he's gone to the wing. Anyway, Hastings looking to keep the pressure on. Oh, charge kick just went into man, and the fifth, Walter Carver, he slipped out of 2 tackles there. That was a little bit less than ideal for the locals. However, Hastings still looking to attack on their side of halfway. Everyone's involved in the chain. Who's on the right-hand side? Pass slightly forward. No. Okay. Palmerston Boys High. Here we go. TJ Wallace quickly on. Hands on the ball. Kick over the head of Walter Carver at 15 for Hastings. He's looking to then find the safety of the touchline. Looks as though it's just...
that's some good scrambling defence there from Palmerston North. I think the kick looked as though it was going to go straight down Carver's throat, but he let it go over his head unfortunate bounce, which meant he was inside his 22, so it was actually good play from him. It means he can kick it out on the full directly, so...
Yeah, you're right, Grant. He did think about that well. Anyway, set it up for line out Palmerston North Boys to throw. 10 metres into the Hastings half, but it's gone.
Not straight by the look of it.
It's not straight. So
Here
we're
we
not
go.
taking your advice.
So another replacement for Palmerston North Boys High, Tristan Chambers in 19, coming on for who's this chap here?
Yeah, Palmerston North have rolled the dice and put on 4 or 5 replacements within the first 5 minutes of the second half. Hastings have yet to bring a replacement on.
Yeah, so the open side flanker Jack Kincaid has been replaced by Tristan Chambers. There we go, that's the switch. Right, Hastings feeding the scrum just on the 10 metre inside their territory. Mike Brown out to Famoina, looking good. Panaba Lambert. Famoina doubling around, creating some space here for the left wing here. The try score in the first half. Mr. John Lemuku. Here we go. Looking to counter up on the defence as the locals. Gee, there's a lot of breakdown work going on here. It's chopping and changing. Here we go. Hastings with the ball. Eli Southwick cuts it up there. Some good hitting, though, in the midfield. Some big D. But a penalty awarded.
Once again, I think the referee is perhaps overcompensating for his bias. That there was definitely a good steal from Palmerston North, but yet he's penalised them.
Well, there you have it. Okay. Right. So Hastings.
That's from the second referee on the side.
That's from the second referee. That's right. The VAR, the value add referee. So here we go. Looks as though a bit of a pause here for some treatment. Some magic water applied to Lockie Varco, the hooker for Hastings.
He's had a good game
He
too.
has a
too, Rod. He's been
barnstorming
all around the paddock, absolutely taking the ball up at every opportunity, setting up Hastings very nicely for counter-attacks and attacks.
Indeed.
So what happens now, Mr. Mitchell? We've got to work out something, don't we, for Palmerston North?
I think they just need to ensure that when they have the ball, they're not panicking. They just need to slow things down and just play with what's in front of them. At the moment, everything they seem to want to go wide from the off, whereas let's just play a little bit more direct, see what's directly in front, and take their opportunities. Looks like Hastings are going to take the 3 points on offer, or at least attempt to take them.
Yeah, shouldn't struggle for distance on the kick here. He's been striking it beautifully. Mr. Famoina. Tana Famoina. A couple of famous names there too, I'd imagine. Nice little blend. Tana Umanga and Beatrice Famoina. I don't know if there's any relations, but jeepers, let's run with that. Because he's certainly playing as though he's got some lovely, lovely silky genetics.
Yes, he did. He did move it slightly forward there, off the mark. But anyway, he's quite an accomplished kicker and a left footer as well.
There we go. And that's another 3 points.
And that's excellent kick in the conditions. It's another 3.
Another 3. That makes it 23 points to nil. Hastings leading Palmerston Boys High.
Here at North Street in Palmerston North.
Here we go. Viljoen underway again. Restart the droppy. Hastings taking it clean. Looking to recycle, maybe exit. But Messi is trying to tidy up at the back there. Oh, Famoina, show and go. Gee, that Panapal Lambert, he's been a solid
good counter-ruck and run up from the lock there.
Well, that was an outstanding Clark Sutcliffe.
That was a
Piddle.
counter-ruck.
That was almost against the run-up play too.
It was a bit.
A thief in the night came out with a pill and away he went. He showed a good, pair of clean heels, didn't he?
We've seen that a couple of times in this game, though, haven't we?
We have. Jeepers, well, maybe this is going to be the catalyst, the Trojan horse, the spark that just lights up the whole.
Yeah, that was against the run of play, though, to be fair, Rod. But,
true, but we'll
well
take
done,
it.
Well done, Palmerston North. They've
Piddle.
got themselves back into the game. And that's,
there we go. Viljoen converts for the extras. So 7 points.
23-10.
7.
Sorry, 7.
7. Is that like a bit of inflation?
Yeah.
I mean, it is running
like
red hot.
rates.
Hopefully it's
just
coming
a little bit on.
Yeah. Well, we just need the
Used
inflation.
to be 6-point tries back in the day, wasn't it, for you guys? 6.4 for a try, 2 for a conversion.
4, exactly.
That it was.
Everything was a lot harder back then.
It was. And we were reminiscing last night, and we can't believe how great the field is here on number 1 now. Back in the day, the most points scored on it during the 1984 first 15 season was 15. That was the most amount of points scored.
Were they 5 penalties?
There probably were 5 penalties because you couldn't run when the ball was up to your knees and when you're up to your knees in mud.
Here we go. Tana Famoina gets us underway again. The restart there taken by Alex Palazzo, the skipper for Palmy Boys. Right, can this actually start something quite special? They need a bit of a. Here we go. Kicking downtown over the head of Famoina. Nice little switch pass. Walter Carver on the counter. Jeepers, oh my goodness, they're making some good headway up there. Reef Robinson. But something happened there when he went to ground with the ball. It's unfortunate. So Palmerston Boys High get a defensive.
It was a great rutu from the lock from Palmerston North, young Bradley Tocker, who not only is he a lock, but he's also the 100 and the 60 metre school champion.
Yeah, no, we love a good rutu. Yes, good work from Mr. Tocker. Good spotting there, Grant. Yeah, who'd have thought? I mean, the game's changed so much. Now you got the sprint champion in the engine room and the lock. It's just completely changed.
The lock's where it's at. That's where all the best players have come from. You just ask Andy Hayden. You ask Colin Meads.
And Grant Mitchell, shall I ask him?
You could ask Grant Mitchell, but yeah, I'm not one to blow my own trumpet.
No, of course not. No.
I love it.
The engine room, the boiler room. Okay, what are we going? Short, middle, or back?
Middle.
Okay, Jimmy Stewart, what are your thoughts?
Middle.
Middle, okay. Mr. Mitchell?
Definitely the middle.
Okay, well, Stephanie go in front then. Oh, and it's gone to the back. Here we go. Out it comes. Viljoen's pass there, giving it some air to the blindside flanker. He's been industrious too all day. Viliami, Rongakia, Tupai. Out it goes now. Could have found Hunter Kennedy.
Going out here.
Showing some good wheels. Inside ball. Well, passed it to one of the oppositions, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, passed it to the wrong opposition player.
Yeah, the opposition, the officer was calling for it and put on a lovely accent to fake it, and then he got it. So, well played, Hastings. So, another line-out throw to the locals, Palmerston Boys High.
Yep, so attacking line-out. Again, I think it'll go to the middle.
The trend of today seems to be throwing it to the back all the time. I don't know what that's all about.
They tend to like going out the back, don't they? The back door.
Out the back door, well, that's right. I mean, I guess...
the wind has dropped a bit, Grant. It's
another
there it goes middle.
Goes for middle. Here we go.
Palmy seem to have a bit of spring in their step at the moment.
Well, that's what we like to see anyway. Out it comes out here. Oh, what's happening here? Cheapers. That was a good steal there, Mr. Mitchell. Was that legal? I mean, you with your analytical mind.
Here's
anyway,
these backs
doesn't really
again.
matter.
Oh, he's put it down.
That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Jeepers. Functional pressure, I guess, too, though.
But Palmy a bit lucky there. Fumble in the back line.
Yeah, some would say you make your own luck, but I
Mr.
think
Mitchell,
it was an
thought
element.
that was in from the side.
I just thought that there seems to be a fairly wide gate here that this referee is playing. He's playing it for both sides, don't get me wrong, but there's once or twice I think that the boys have come in on a slightly different angle than they should have done, but they seem to get away with it. So, and boys being boys will always keep doing it until they get told not to.
Here we go. Bailey, Ngatai, Crib running the cutter now for Boys High, Palmy Boys High at 10. First receiver. Oh, they're going to go the blind. Why not? Decent amount of real estate on that blind at the moment. Powered by Bailey's. Right, here we go. Palmy Boys High looking to exert a bit of pressure here and having a purple patch. Pick and
Palmerston
go.
North are going in for the ketu. They're taking it.
Oh, there was no arms
No
in that,
arms in
baby.
that tackle.
Oh, no, I didn't see the arms either. That was jeepers. Tough as teak, the 21. Bounced up and down, no problem at all. Okay. So, Palmy Boys High, a tacking penalty just inside the 22. Ref going to have a couple of words with the Hastings skipper.
Is the referee going to pull out a card? Is it going to be kakariki? Oh, just a stern word. Oh.
Well, okay. It is what it is. Viljoen just finds the
Right.
tacking line out here. Now, short, middle or rear. The back door, as you like to call it, Jimmy.
I'm going short. Just
Right.
win this thing and drive. No frills here.
Middle. There we go. He called it.
It's good enough. So
There we
they
go.
come out to the right.
Yeah, blindside flanker, Viliami.
That's what these
On the ground here.
forwards love,
Looking
isn't
at
it?
pick and go.
Pick and go
Gee.
drives. Keep it simple.
Hastings
One
defence,
man
though.
down there
Teeing
from
up.
Boys High. He's going to get monster. Just a few blows on the whistle to just stop this play. A bit of an injured. Yeah, unfortunately, he was right in the line of play, so ended up with about 8 players on him.
I think he's
okay.
He's moving now, which is great. I'm not sure if he was knocked out there, Rod. He seemed
It was
seemed
certainly
motionless there for a little while.
Yes, he was. Still looks as though 18 here, Jack Trotters limbering up.
And this is where you see the Manaakitanga of rugby. The Hastings physio was straight on to hold the neck, hold the head, just to ensure that there'd be no damage, while the Palmerston North physio was coming on still. So that's great to see.
Yeah, hashtag altogether better community. Love that. And I'm not too sure who's down
he's moving
here.
around, so that's positive. Got the drink.
Yeah, Bailey's on ice. Here we go. Who is actually down, gentlemen? Do we know? The play looks as though it's perhaps a Boys High player for sure. But yeah, Grant Mitchell, I do like the way you say the opposition identified pretty early that someone wasn't 100.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about our great game of rugby. Yeah, everything. What happens on the field, it finishes once you walk off. You cross that white line again, and your mates. There's going to be a nonoke for Palmerston North. They were in possession when the referee blew the whistle. Let's hope they have a settled scrum.
Who was it? The guy there? Good sign, rightio. Attacking scrum here, 5 metres out. This is red zone territory. Here it goes. Speedy shifts it out to and Joe Ratcliffe now reshuffled on the back line, playing at centre. Goes and sets it up midfield, 10 metres out. Vilger and Hunter Kennedy. Yeah, Mini Surawalo there. And another infringement
there, yeah.
Yeah, well, last week against Gisborne Boys, the Palmerston subs bench certainly added some impetus and value. Let's see if they can do something similar here today, although time is not their friend, I think, at the moment. It's probably, about 10 minutes or so to go, is it?
Still plenty of time for 3 tries.
Gee, Jimmy, I mean, you are such a light. A ray of sunshine, mate, wherever you go. Here we go, middle line out, Bradley Tocker. Good, clean pair of
this is a good drive up.
Hands there, takes it up the guts.
Need to keep control of the ball.
Ref's arms out again. Oh, and an intercept throw and pass, and no, coming back for the penalty advantage.
Offside, but look at that again. So there's been a big scrap in those rucks all day, so it's another example of that. But a bit over eager there and breaching the line.
Tap and go, or just a little nudge to the sideline?
It'll go to the sideline.
Geez, I must take you to the casino, because every time you make the call, you get it right. Mate, here it goes.
All right, this will go short. What's your call, Mr. Mitchell?
I think they've tried the drive a couple of times. I'm not sure if they'll do it this time, but no. Yeah, it's a quick pass out the back. A great Rutu from Hastings driving up around the side, goes Palmerston North. The advantage to Palmerston. A penalty, and the referee goes to his pocket.
Quick tap.
The card is Kofi, so yellow card.
Yeah, the coaches from the sidelines here at Boys High, they're telling their team a bit of speed. Got to go quick. Unfortunately, the ref slowed it down. It didn't work in Palmerston North's favour.
Right, attacking scrum, 10 metres out. Making headway off to the left. Oh, Jeepers, I don't know what happened there with the pass, but Jeepers, he did well. Bundled out into the touchline, though. Hastings D showing plenty of starch here.
Yeah, it was good cover defence there. To be fair, the pass was, he had to grab it on the run. Bounce and run. So what's going to happen here, Jimmy?
Let's pass.
Well, it's I don't know, to be honest. I guess it's going to be a lot of competition in this line out, because both teams need it. Time's the enemy for Palmy boys. So I think the clock's ticking through, and Hastings have been really good on that defence, haven't they? They've been contesting every ruck.
Yeah, they have, and they've in making those tackles they have to make, they've I can't recall them actually missing many, to be fair. They've had a great day on defence, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And going back to that Gisborne game, Rod, those back three for Palmy boys they had heaps of ball and heaps of running, but today they've been just shut down. And that's just a reflection of the opposition, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They've sort of been cut down on space and time today, and you can only play as well as the opposition allows you. So to that end, we have Hastings looking to exit from behind their goal line, and Farmawina. Yeah, he
great kick and relieves a bit of pressure.
Right at the under the sticks, right out. Past the 22. That's in the conditions and with the wind against them. That's an excellent kick.
Yeah, he's been solid all day long.
So, Mr. Mitchell, where to from here?
Again, Palmerston just need to straighten their attack. They've won a great line out. It comes out there to
Bailey Nartai Crib,
but they go wide straight
Hunter
off.
Kennedy,
And back inside
Ryder
to
Croswell,
who's the Portuguese of Paul, a great fielding rugby player. Out into the midfield, there's a ruck form there.
and Nasi Tamahuni, 17 for a Boys High replacement. Jeepers. Sirawali doing the old impression of Michael Jackson there, and out it comes.
With his wai para huti, but it doesn't do much good there. He almost tripped himself.
Speedy Atanata, here we go, extra numbers. Looking to switch it back the open side here. He's been busy since he's come on here. Manasi Tomahuni again, hands on the ball. Sirawahi, jeepers, I tell you what, he looks, it could be handy on the dance floor, that boy. Anyway, he's still got, what's happening with the ball there?
Hastings, they came out with the ball after an Uratomo, but and Palmerston lose it forward. Hastings clear it to just beyond the 22. Again, the C word, composure, it's just lacking from Palmerston North at this stage.
I think it could well be the word of the day, composure.
Yeah, I understand the rector of Palmerston North Boys High School, Mr. David Bovey, has a word of the week that he will put into his assemblies, and we were there to witness it yesterday, and sometimes he says he does struggle to put the word into a sentence so that it actually makes sense.
Yes, but if there's one thing I know about Mr. Bovey is that he is a cunning linguist, and a master.
And not straight from Palmerston North. Hastings come away with the ball again and get a penalty as the Palmerston players flop over the top. That's just frustration from the Palmerston players. They need to just settle down.
Yes. Settle down. I mean, that sounds like a dog call if you're out on a farm. Sit, heel and sit. I don't know what you farmers say to your workers, your animal workers. Anyway, back to the game. Farmawina, yes, again, reliable as a Swiss watch. He on time, on cue, kick for touch.
Yeah, he's been one of the stars of the game, actually, Rod. I think he's controlled or been the general of that Hastings backline very, very well, along with well served by the halfback Mike Brown as well.
There we go, good hand. Reed Paiwai, their blindside. He's been solid. Like everything, you're looking at 6 all day. Mike Brown, and he goes to the right wing. Ruth Robinson.
Palmerston has stolen it.
Here we go, Bailey Nartai kicking downtown. Is he going to find touch? He's pretty close to wanting touch, but the 6 went for a dummy, show and go, and he has got a clean set of wheels. And
it's a
great run down here.
Number 6 stepped his opposite in Palmerston North.
Reed Pie wide. Yep, anyway, a infringement there from Hastings. So Palmerston Boys High attacking penalty just inside the 10 metre in Hastings territory. So, yeah, tick-tock, tick-tock.
And a little nudge to just on the 22 here. The frustration is beginning to show that the crowd are getting anxious. They just want Palmerston North to straighten their attack.
Yeah, look, I'd just like a big shout out to James Morris Heapy. He's so powerful, he changed his name to Maury. He's here sideline, and I've got Gary Sumo Anderson too, just pulling faces at us. But anyway, notwithstanding, we've got a line out. Anyway, it goes to the middle. Palmerston Boys High charging up the paddock, and there was a slight infringement again.
That's an odd decision. It looked as though
Hastings.
Palmerston North dropped it cold, but yet the referee has given Palmerston North a penalty.
As our second referee is just adjudicated. And, yes, I have to agree with you, Mr. Mitchell. That was an odd one. But they're fallen on both sides, so in some ways it goes both ways.
That's right. 2 odds. Does it make an even? Here we go. Oh, and it's light. And a accidental offside, was it? And they were for a penalty. Yeah. Okay. So Hastings looking to exit again. Defensive penalty. Give it to Tana. That would be my call. Give it to Tana. Everything he touches is turned to absolute gold today. Tana Famoina, the general for Hastings Boys High. Here he goes. Kicking for touch, and he finds it. Put a ring round that fella's name in the future. In fact, the future is now for him. Speaking about the future is now, Mr. Smith, what are you up to right now? Yeah, it's scrappy, just losing shape a bit, isn't it? They're trying to.
It is.
A bit of desperation coming through.
Yep, they're trying to force it. And Hastings are just trying to close it out. So a few errors sneaking in. We've probably got one more play here, Rod, I think.
Well, she's 10-2, and what do they say? You got to bet it. 2 of the 10. I woke up 10. Anyway, so here we are. Alex Palazzo going to have a little word. Oh, no, he's out in the back. So this is going to be the last roll of the dice, just about, you'd think.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Astute as ever. To balance up the numbers in the scrum. Here we go. Here we go. Speedy out to Bailey Natai Crib. Hunter Kennedy coming in at pace off at 15. Bailey Natai Crib making cheapers. He's very elusive. And there we go. Hunter Kennedy. Speedo under the sticks.
That all came from Bailey Natai Crib, number 21.
Yes.
Who stepped through a couple of Hastings players, and the scorer was number 15, Hunter Kennedy.
Hunter Kennedy, Pido. So, and a quick conversion taken. So that's 14 points to Palmerston Boys High, trailing Hastings Boys High, who have 23.
And that's the third try of the day that just appeared out of nowhere. It's come from broken play, just a mismatch, and all of a sudden it's over.
3.5 minutes to play. Okay, synchronise your watches. We are in for a thriller. But Palmy Boys High, all the work to do. They need to score twice. Here we go. Famoina, great nudge to restart. Joseph Ratcliffe sends it out wide. Hunter Kennedy, the try scorer. Sirawali. He needs to put some sprigs in those boots. He's been slippery all day. Hastings with the ball now. Looking to attack. Who's running hard here? Is that Panapa Lambert again, is it? He's been outstanding. Mike Brown feeds it out to their 17. Marshall Lane for Hastings.
He's a big boy who's dragged to the three players an extra couple of metres.
5, Eli Southwick. He's been a busy all day looking for work. Brown gives it to the skipper, Metu Manase, number 8. Getting close here to scoring as Hastings. Brown out to the open side. Famuina gives it some air, double miss to Eli Southwick. Reed Paiwai. It's all go at the show, and a slight knock on there from Reef Robinson. Unfortunate. Look, some pretty good play there from Hastings. Got to say, they are certainly they have come here for business, haven't they?
They certainly have, and their defence today has been outstanding. They've tackled everything. I'd say Palmerston North have slipped off probably 30% of their tackles, whereas Hastings have slipped off about 5%. So that's been the big difference today.
I think you're right, Mr. Mitchell. It's been the telling part.
Yes, it's a game of 1%ers, isn't it? You've got to have everything firing in this modern age of running rugby. And I hope Palmy boys, they'll have lots to think about between now and their next game. And right now they need to focus on making a stern account for the last couple of minutes. But Hamilton Boys High next weekend, the tasks are not going to get any easier.
Game held up a bit with a bit of cramp out there, just as we're winding down to the last minute.
How do you deal with your cramps, Jimmy? You
I just make sure I'm always flexing, moving,
good,
eating right, sleeping well.
It's about
drinking.
balance. It's about balance, isn't it? That's what you're saying. That's what I'm hearing.
It's my clean lifestyle.
Do you suffer? You don't just get any cramps. Here we go. I was going to say Mr. Mayor. He's a smooth fellow. There we go. 13. He's been
good
damn
today.
Good. He has been good all day. Triumph voice. Walter Carver.
As has this fullback.
Yes. A couple of tries to boot. Piros. Here we go. And on the other try scorer, John Lemiku. Hastings looking to recycle possession, and the hand goes up. Quick tap from Speedy out to Viljoen, taking on the opposition there. Hunter Kennedy down the sideline.
Great
nice
run
little
from the
chip
fullback.
and chase.
Chip and chase.
And there he goes. He's
still in play.
Still in play.
Right back down to the
nice
22.
Work.
Is Palmy load up again.
Croswell, here we go. Bradley Tocker. He's got to watch this guy go.
He's south.
Big, strong. Sprint out. It comes to the 17. Palmy, Manasi, Tamahuni. Ball and all tackled. Great Hastings thumper. Mike Brown on his opposite number, Henry Speedy. He was all over them like white on rice, wasn't he?
Certainly was. Well, they're playing this game right till the end, aren't they? They're running it around and plenty of action happening.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Bit of excitement, certainly from the sidelines.
Hastings calling for a sub here.
I think this will be the last play, and Hastings will probably just take the ball from the scrum and try to look for the sideline. But the referee's blown time off again, just while everyone gets settled for this final scrum.
Here we go. Scrum feed, Hastings. Spin out left to Lambert at 12. Solid as a rock all day long, this chap. He's making some good headway. Lost his headgear in the process, but the ball's coming back, still in Hastings' hands. She comes. Oh, here we go. There might be that might be the game, and the referee blows the whistle.
Time.
Final score 23 points to Hastings, victorious over the locals, Palmerston North Boys High 14s. 23-14 Hastings. Now we can just have a karakia there, Mr. Grant Mitchell, please, to wrap things up, and then we can have some comments.
Well, thank you all very much for listening. I'll just give you over to Mr. Smith for a moment.
And look, been a great day here today, and well-deserved victory for Hastings over Palmerston North Boys High, and a good crowd today, Rod.
Yeah, bumper crowd, ringing the ropes here of arguably New Zealand's breeding ground of champion rugby players. Not to be today for the locals, and I think they were, comprehensively outplayed.
They were,
and Hastings deserved winners today.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just to close, ka whakaaria te tapu, ka wātea aitara, kia turu ki whakataha ai, kia turu ki whakataha ai, hui e, homi e, tā ki e.
And thank you, Rod, to our commentary team here this afternoon. Rod Grieve, Grant Mitchell,
Jimmy Stewart,
and Grant Smith. Over and out.
Well, thanks, boys. Look, I think we're going to try and grab one of these players for an interview if we can as they come off. So if you can just give them your lovely little wink, Mr. Mayor, and see if it still has the pulling power that it used to back in the day on the dance floor. But anyway, we're just looking at these smooth 40-year 1984 first 15 guys walking past us, and they might have less hair, and in fact it's a bit interesting in trying to recognise who's who now in today's zoo. But
well, they've changed shape a bit like us.
Changed shape, the eyesight's not so good, but yeah, hey, look, great game. Jeepers, I mean, secondary school footy is such a beautiful thing.
It is great.
Long may it last. I mean, personally, take great satisfaction at watching the talent of today and tomorrow, compete. And there's a lot of feeling, a lot of tradition, but a lot of good spirit too, It's comradeship and all those things.
Manaki
Brilliant.
Tanga, as Mr. Mitchell would say.
Manaki Tanga, yeah, you say it well too, Mr. Mitch. And thanks, mate, for making the journey down from Tauranga and, putting on a clinic with your insightful words and stuff that goes on in the forwards, for example. Thank you. Kia ora. Ka pai. Can we get a grab one of these guys, please?